What's going on, chat? How y'all doing today on this beautiful Sunday full of rain? I'm sitting out here trying to get out here to the garden and check on some of these plants, and this weather just will not permit. So as you can see today, I'm in my rain gear, got my rain boots on. It's been raining for the last few days. The temperature is still in the 40s right about now. We're gonna drop down to the mid 30s tonight. So I see a few people in the chat. What's up? What's up? Y'all give me some hellos or something. Let me know you're out here. Let's see here. Let's see if that works. Yep, I see it. Hello, chat. So again, I got my little setup out here right now. So I'm trying to do things just slightly different. As I always say, it's gonna be getting dark in a minute, but I was trying to see if, okay, now there we go. Got Sweets of Heaven. Hey, how you doing, Sweets of Heaven? Boy, I got the cheat code right here. I got my tablet up under my phone, which I'm streaming on, so I can blow the chat up and I can read all the messages now. Growing with Hudson. Hey, how you doing, Growing with Hudson? Miss Red, how you doing? Um, let's see, Miss Janet's. Let's see who else in here. She is Sunshine. What's going on, Cash Flow? Um, like I said, what I was doing today, trying to get out here because it's cold here in Georgia. And Farmer Chase, how you doing? Caught you on that live this morning, so just out here trying to check on the garden. Like I said, we've been raining and cold here in Georgia Zone 8A, so I haven't really had a chance to get out here and check on the garden. So as the sun's starting to go down, it looked like we had a little break in the weather, but I'm sitting up under my porch over here under the shed in the garden. So that's right, Miss Sweets of Heaven, having to hit that like button. I appreciate that. I just wanted to kind of check on our little hoop houses that we made. Just see how the sweet peas are doing, because the sweet peas are on the cold hardy down to right around 25-ish or so, and we've hit 25, 27, 29. But we've been in that freezing temperature in the last few days. I didn't even cover up my fava beans because the fava beans are actually hardy down to 15, but I will be covering them up because I got a lot of new seedlings popping up. So let's see here if we can read some of the chat here. Again, we got Grower with Hudson in here, Farmer Chaz. Let's see who else is in here. You know, we already got She is Sunshine. I like this using the tablet down on the bottom because, like I said, I have my tablet mounted to my tripod so I can really see the chat really well now. And then I got the thing sitting on the tripod so I can move it around. So Farmer Chase throwing the hands up. Chaz or Chase, I got to get that right. So what I'm gonna do is, I got my little screwdriver here, and I'm gonna take apart one of the hoop houses that I got the little blocks on and check on my peas, because that's the one thing that I know is not cold hardy. Let me see if I could turn this thing around. The peas are not, I mean, they're cold hardy, but not down to a freezing below 25. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of check on them. And then, like I said, when I put this together the other day, you guys didn't see the blocks that I was talking about. You see the blocks here? This is how I tie it down to keep it from coming apart. But that's one of the hoop houses here. This is my other hoop house here. This is on top of my broccoli. And of course, you know, collards that stand up on their own. So collards are good down to probably 15 degrees and they'll handle it any kind of way. Collards, even the little saplings down there, they didn't get covered up. You got little baby collards popping up all around there. All of those are self-seeded. You got the cabbage over here. We didn't cover up the cabbage. Just letting the cabbage do its thing. Some more collards over here. Got some more cabbage right there hiding. Got some, these are purple tree collards down there coming up. And purple tree collards didn't do well for me last year. The cold knocked them out. But again, you see my hashiko onions. You can't take those out. Those things live 24/7 and they'll self-seed. I'll go over here, and this is where I was talking about where I have my fava beans are starting to pop up. You see the little seedling right here popping out? Take this little weed out of here. These are fava beans starting to pop up. So I reseed it. Let's see if we see any more. See right here. Got another one popping up there. Yeah, they starting to come up. Fava beans. There's another one there. And these here were already up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up topping these off. And when you top these off, it's going to cause it to branch out. And you're going to get more of a full bush. And then we could use this more as a chop and drop. You can eat these in a salad. There's a fava beans. You can eat them in a salad or you can stir fry them. They're good either way. This is the bush we pulled out the other day when we showed the legumes, which was the bacteria on the roots. Hey, what's going on, Mike's Chaotic Garden? What's going on? Like I said, you could take the tops off of these and you can chop and drop them as they go, because they create a lot of biomass. But you can eat them in a salad or just take them. Like I said, we'll take the tops off of them and then they'll start to bush out. We didn't cover up. You see a little broccoli down here struggling. So that tells you right there that broccoli does not like that cold. And we've been down into 27, 26, 25. So that little broccoli down there doesn't like it. Got some lettuce still popping up. She's still healthy. I won't cover the lettuce up until we get down into the mid-20s. Let's see here. And I can still read the chat. Now under here, I have some more broccoli. We'll see what they look like compared. And we're going to compare these broccolis because they're the same age, the little seedlings that we put in, and we're going to compare them to the ones that we did cover up. And that way we can see if it's even worth it. Absolutely. And you see that broccoli, how they're standing up in there? I don't know if you see that. Let me put these down here. Take a couple more of these off. And I got frost blankets on these as opposed to the plastic. That lets it breathe a little bit and you can get the moisture in. Now you see how well that one did? That's the broccoli there that's been covered. And that's a broccoli here that has not been covered. So that tells you right there, just that little bit of temperature degrees there makes a big difference. You see how beautiful that broccoli is coming up in here? They're happy up in there. Also got some elephant garlic in there. And you got that beautiful cabbage sitting over there. So everything in here is doing well. So even like the little babies down there, you see that right there? All of those are standing up. Broccoli. So this bed is doing pretty well. So we'll go over here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. And this is what I do to get inside of the one with the peas. So again, the peas are not as cold hardy as everything else, but a big part of this is just trying to see how they do. Now look how well the peas are doing in there. And that was down into the freezing. We've had 3 nights below freezing. They're still flowering, and even you can still feel the warmth coming up out of here. So these are working out really well. Got more of our hashiko onions right there. Yep. So that's working out pretty good. We'll take this off and see how our other broccoli is doing. As you know, broccoli doesn't like that cold past 32 degrees. After 32 degrees, broccoli will start laying down on you. So let's see what we have up under here. All of them looking good. Yes, sir. I love it. Standing up real good. No burns from the freeze or anything. And usually when you get down below freezing with broccoli, you'll get those burned leaves. So we're not getting any burned leaves. They're looking good in there. And this is my first time checking on everything. Again, this is my first time checking on everything since we put them under the covers. So let me go over here to our, alfalfa, which I think right now is my most important crop right now, because I really want this alfalfa to come through. But this is our alfalfa now. And all of this stuff, none of this was covered up. You got some radish in here. You got some kale in there. There's a lot of little stuff in there. And they handle it just by having that little cover up right there, breaking that wind a little bit, helps out on these ends here. Strawberries, you know, strawberries always, they do well anyway. Go down here, the same thing. Got some of our Bakken 14 comfrey, the comfrey, some more of our radishes, all that stuff there, they're doing well. So I didn't have to cover any of this stuff up. I'm not worried about this. This here is what I'm really worried about. I'm gonna take some of this up and let it see. You see I have it clipped down on the sides and also connected to the little wire. And this is that concrete mesh that we used. We'll just go down and remove a couple of these. Because remember, our alfalfa was just starting to come up. So they're more vulnerable than anything right now. And this is probably in the project of things that I'm working on right now. Probably one of them. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, sir. Look at that. Alfalfa doing very well. What's up, bro? I see you, buddy. Yep, that's those alfalfa seeds right here, bro. That's what we're growing over here. Just checking on them since we hadn't checked on them. What's going on, Nikki, the OCGS chick? South Florida sunshine, what's going on? So that's alfalfa here, and that's up under our long hoop house that we made, and we got the cover on that, not the plastic. This is actually the greenhouse cover here. So I am very satisfied with the way that this is turning out. And like I said, what I'll do with these, I got these from Harbor Freight, these little clips here. And I turn right back around, and I not only hook them on this plastic track that I got from here, I hook them onto the wire as well. And that helps secure it not only to the wire, but to the foundation that keeps it in place. Let's do it like that. That keeps it from the wind taking it away. It's pretty secure. We had some pretty good winds the other night. Had no problem holding this in place. Like I said, even on this end here, I'll hook it to the track right here and to the wire to secure it. And then this wire, on the outside of this is hooked to this bed right here. So I got it attached to that bed. So this thing is pretty secure. Let's see, and put it back on there. It's worked out really well. I'm very satisfied with that. I'm gonna go back up to Harbor Freight and get some more of those big clamps. I got this little small one right here. It's not good enough to hold it, but it's gonna do the job for right now. And then we'll go out here. This is one of our teepee tents here. And this is where our brown select satsuma is. And she has fruit on it. And the fruit did not freeze. I did come out and check on this. So I need to be harvesting the fruit, and I just might do that because I think they're right. It's that brown select satsuma. She is looking good up in there, still shining. Look how beautiful that color is in there. And it's nice and warm in here. Yes, goodness. How beautiful that is. We might even harvest these. Gonna take them inside. Yeah, we got another one back here. That's the other one. Matter of fact, let's see if we're gonna take these off. I don't think it's gonna get any more ripe than that. Yeah. Brown select satsuma. Freezing weather. See if we can go and take this one off. There she go. Ooh, you can smell that orange really good. Smell it really good. It's the first two fruit off of this. So now we had that weather come in a little early on us this year, but you know, like I always tell you, you have to kind of adjust. So she's nice and nestled over there. That's that. In the ground. This is her first year in the ground. So if she survived this winter, she is going to be a winner for all out. Now I picked up a Fuyu persimmon when we were down at Madison Citrus Nursery. And that Fuyu persimmon is going to go where this bed is. And that's going to give me the good distance between my plum trees and that Fuyu persimmon. So that'll be right here. And it's going to have probably about a 25-foot spread. So that'll be perfect in that space right there. That's why I tell you guys, don't plant your trees too close together because you want to see how they start to turn out as they mature. And then you can do some things to add to it later on. And here you got our garlic. This is one of our garlic beds here. We planted over 500 elephant garlics. And this is a bed with them. All of them are 6 inches apart, 4 inches deep. And they're coming up pretty well. Got another bed over here with them. Some more elephant garlic here, 6 inches apart, 4 inches deep. That's the way I do all my elephant garlic. And I have these beds all around. So all the beds that I'm not planting any greens in, they have elephant garlics throughout the winter. So I'm gonna sit up here and set this up. And while we got a little bit of this daylight left, we're gonna see if we can chat a little bit. Show off my little tangerines. All right. So let's see here. All right. So it looks like I got a little fireplace going on up here. This nice little cozy here. But that's the light coming off of my monitor. What's up, tape made by Tammy Sherrill? Yep. Let me see if I can get this camera straight. Yeah, that's pretty good. The light coming off of my screen here. Nikki, the OCDist chick. Here are those tangerines or mandarins, brown select satsumas that we just picked off. So we're gonna be tasting these tonight. It's my first two fruit from a first year tree that we just put in the spring of this year. And this is a brown select satsuma, comes from Stan the Citrus Man up in South Carolina. Now this tree, particular one here, Stan said his trees have gotten down to 8 degrees. And of course, we're far from that. So I'm expecting this tree to be able to handle 10, 15 degrees real easy. Let's see who else we got in here. Yeah, Nikki, these things, I'm loving it. I can't wait to taste them. They're nice. They're still firm, so that cold didn't do a lot of damage to them. Like I said, we've been all the way down to 25 this year. So we've had right now, I'm gonna say maybe 6 days of below freezing at night. So these came out pretty good. Did you guys see that? Yes, sir, I love it. So I'm out here on the deck right now. Hey, Dr. Sev, thanks for coming in. So now I hope Dr. Sev said, let me see what she said. Keep the beds working nice. Stony Holmes says, keeping the beds working nice. Yeah, the beds are doing very well. I'm very happy with the way that cover take, because like I said, the broccoli, normally when you get down below freezing, broccoli is gonna have freeze burns on it. None of my broccoli has any freeze burns on it. I had to test it with that other bed over there to leave a few of them out just to see the difference in the two. And people are always asking you about a control to see the difference between one being covered up and one not being covered up. Well, you saw for yourself, the one that was not covered up, the little broccoli seedling, was really struggling over there. And all the ones that were under the cloth, they're doing very well. So I'm very happy with that. I ain't gonna hold you guys up too long because like I said, it's getting dark out here. Next time, I'm gonna have my YouTube light back here because I just got me a YouTube lamp that was sent from YouTube, part of the YouTube partner program that we're participating in. So I'll be able to have me a light out here to where we can actually chat going in the evenings because it's always easier. What's up, Jigs? J3GS Farms. Let's see who else I missed in here. Miss Kelsey, what's going on? She said, happy to chat. Happy holidays, everybody. South Florida Sunshine Carol, thanks for coming in. Sweets of Heaven, thanks for coming in. Mike's Chaotic Gardening, what's up, my brother? It's happy Sunday. Let's see here, Broke Farmer. Broke, you didn't cover your satsuma? Broke said he gotta know whether or not if it's gonna live or not. Bro, you can't let it out there like that. That first year, you got to cover those things up, man. They're not strong enough to handle that cold. So I am being precautious, being cautious with my brown select satsuma because I do want it to survive not only this winter, but I want it to be productive next year as well. So I got 2 fruit off of it my first year. I'm very happy with that. But bro, you got to cover that thing up, man. You can't leave it out there like that. Let's see here. South Florida Sunshine. Angela Calloway, she's in here. Thank you for coming in. TJ Creates, thank you for coming in. Farmer Marshall, what's going on, my brother? Farmer Marshall, made by Tammy Terrell. We already spoke to her. Garden Della, I guess that's what it is. Garden Della. I'm sorry if I screwed that up, but like I said, I'm not going to hold you guys up. It's dark out here now. But I have got my little system together. The only thing now, we got to, like say, get us some sunlight out here. But I got my big screen that's attached to my tripod here. I can read all of the chat at the same time showing the garden. So once again, I want to thank you guys for just supporting Young and Tender. That's right, Nikki, Young and Tender. I would say the other part to this, but we're going to keep it PG. It's Sunday. But yeah, Young and Tender. She going to get tasted. Yes, sir. I'm loving this Brown Select Satsuma. These are my first 2, so I'm real proud of this. I had 4 on it earlier in the year. 2 of them dropped. And that tells you that the plant's still immature. So sometimes you got to remove those fruit to help them get through the hard times. But I just had to keep these 2 on there to see if they would make it. And yes, indeed, they made it. So we got our grapefruits, we got our lemons. We're gonna bring those back out and we're gonna harvest our lemons because our lemons are ready as well. But that's a whole nother job. So I want to thank you guys for checking in with me. Sun has gone down. I wish I had a little light out here because we could do this for quite a bit. But I'm really loving this whole setup. The quality, the clarity. We working through the bugs of this whole thing. Because we what? Growing out the box. Peace. Well, let me do this here. Anybody have any questions before I jet up out of here? Because I always dip on y'all. I was watching what's her name? Miss T with the T, right? I love how she exits the room. She'll come in and say she gonna do a certain amount of hours, and when she's finished, she just dips. I think I swear I got this whole piece and then clocking out. So I don't know why this thing is not letting me move the chat. Okay, let's see, get to the bottom. There it is. All right. She is sunshine. Let's see. Cheryl loves the garden is speaking. Let's see here. Quayla, hey, growing out the box, it's just me. There is only video, no audio. Hold on. I know y'all ain't been letting me talk this whole time and I ain't got no audio. Come on now. Somebody let me know if I got some audio. Somebody saying they don't have no audio. What's going on, Bandit with Arthur Butler? Thank you for coming in. Somebody let me know if we got some audio here. I'm not sure. So, but at any rate, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I think okay, everybody's saying yes. I don't know why somebody else would not have audio. Yeah. So again, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate you guys for coming in, and to the next time. Like I said, I'm just really testing out the system, trying to get all the bugs out. So when we start going live, we're gonna be all the way in this thing. Thank y'all for coming in. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.